Nigeria's call obey to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation pounding freedom, peace and unity.
So welcome to my channel, Shanice Digest. I welcome on board my new subscribers as I continue to appreciate my returning subscribers. This is the channel where we get to speak out and say it as it is. Happy Independence, people. My topic for today, of course, is why we always have for the past 11 years, why Nigeria seem to be having a low-key celebration, why Nigeria seem to be having, anytime we are having celebrating our Independence Day, they always call for sober reflection. And I asked the $1 million question: why are we always sober reflecting when independence was actually supposed to liberate us, make us happy, give us all the fantasies, the expectations of independence that we all, envisaged that independence was going to engender? Why always, every time they're asking us to, they're always presenting, saying that our celebration for this is low-key, sober reflection. So this is what the video is all about today, why we seem to be having sober reflected celebration, why we seem to be having a low-key Independence Day celebration. That's what this video is all about. So come on board with me. Let's roll the tape. Nigerians gained our independence in 1960. The founding fathers of the Nigerian project, Chief Anthony Enahoro, is widely, of course, many considered as the father of the Nigerian states, was the first to move the motion in 1953 for independence. And what was their reason for the demand for independence? Of course, like I mentioned, Chief Enahoro, the first Prime Minister of Nigeria, Tafawa Balewa, and the first elected, President of Nigeria, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, and the likes, put up a struggle to liberate Nigerians from the shackles and stranglehold of, colonial dominance, and then who ruled us with force of powerful dominance and masterful cunning, subjugating the country into parting with their resources as these colonial masters frittered away our resources into their country, were exploitative, and Nigerians did not benefit so much from this uneven relationship. So independence was inevitable and it needed to come. But unfortunately, when independence did come, it was as if we were jumping from fry pan to fire, as they say that in the local understanding of the Nigerian parlance. So it was as if we flew from fry pan to fire, because all the expectations of independence, all the liberation that we needed, all the goodies that we envisaged that independence was going to birth, unfortunately didn't happen. So it was like from fry pan to fire. So now this video is indeed looking at why is it that for the past 11 years our Independence Day celebration has always been low-key celebration. I mean, they keep saying that this independence, so we're going to have a low-key day celebration, a low-key Independence Day celebration. It's always low-key. sober reflection, like I did say in my last independence video, which of course I'm going to play a clip of that. In its sad story all true. And then the so-called leaders don't even believe in the Nigerian project. They don't even have that patriotism in them. And then it tells you that they don't even believe in the letters of these national epos as enshrined in this national anthem and the pledge. I mean, these things are supposed to be symbol of commitment to the Nigerian project, to show you that we are really, really patriotic. I mean, I've seen other African, not necessarily African countries, even all over the world. I've seen when you see them, when they sing their national anthem, you see the patriotism in them, you see the commitment, you see the belief in them. But it's really a sad thing, that because you have to believe in your Nigerian project to be able to project it. Because if you don't, how are you going to drive that project so that the country becomes better? I mean, this celebration, independence celebration this year, in fact, for so many years, it has always been sober reflection. So when are we ever going to move away from sober reflection and have a real celebration where we can say, yes, where you can say that, yes, I'm a true Nigerian, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. And then when would that ever be? What I said last year is still, shockingly, in that particular video, when I went ahead to talk to Nigerians, that perhaps the 2023 presidential election would usher in that very leader, that would take us from our economic woes to our El Dorado, and that we should make the right choices. I said that in that video, and of course, what do we have today? Still sober reflection, low-key celebration, because Nigerians do not have anything to celebrate. They are not excited about the day that they were indeed liberated from, from their colonial masters, who we then thought that we were in hell, not knowing that we just moved from the colonial masters to the hands of the local exploiters, to the hands of the local looters who have looted the treasury dry, who have frittered away our, commonwealth, who have taken all the resources, put them in Swiss banks, other international banks, but of course, they are international collaborators. So it just seems like we have just moved from fry pan to fire. That's what it seems. So nobody's excited about independence. So why do we now seek independence? Why do we demand independence when we're not truly ready to shoulder the responsibilities of self-rule? Could we have fared better if we had lingered a little longer? Because Nigerians are yet to benefit, because we had thought independence was going to liberate us, was going to take us to our El Dorado, and independence that will usher in egalitarian system, not the system for the rich. And then, so it is a sad reminder at this point to re-echo the words of the late novelist, the famous late novelist, Professor Chinua Achebe, who had written in one of his books that indeed that we were not prepared for self-rule, and then we got the freedom on a platter of gold, and that freedom was handed over to us, on a plate, like the head of John the Baptist, that we were not quite prepared for the challenges of self-rule. And look at what freedom has done to us. Because many Nigerians have continued to grapple, the country has continued to grapple with, mediocrity, nepotism, lack of patriotism, pure and naked administrative malfeasance. I can go on, and then this has led the majority of the citizens into abject poverty, penury, where they live in, where they have become destitute in their own country, because those who are supposed to lead us, take us away from what we thought were being oppressed, were being exploited by British colonialists. We rather fell into the hands of local exploiters, looters. So it's a sad reality, because Nigerian independence was actually supposed to liberate us from, from the shackles and the stranglehold of colonialists. But look at what independence has brought us. Can we truly say that this was indeed freedom? Are we truly free from the day one that we had this independence? Because we all know what happened 7 years after independence. What happened? We're embroiled in civil war. I'm not even going to talk about all the coups upon coups which finally culminated into the civil war. I mean, it's been like that, and even after the civil war, Nigeria is still grappling with trying to find its feet. So were we really prepared? I mean, is it true that we should have won the desire for self-rule instead of independence being handed over to us on a plate like the head of John the Baptist? Because Nigerians can't say that they have indeed been emancipated from that shackles or the stranglehold of their colonial masters. So independence needed to come if Nigeria were to free itself from the political and economic bondage of the British colonialists, and so that our self-rule would engender all the goodies that we were, envisaging, all the goodies we're fantasizing that we're going to get the moment we became free, the moment we gained our independence. But of course, that was not to be. It was as if we just flew from fry pan to fire. So that is why I say sometimes you better be careful what you wish for yourself. We wanted freedom, and look at what freedom has done to us. This is where I draw the curtain for today. Thank you for finding the time to watch my video. If you like the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up, strike on that notification bell so that you get to be notified whenever I upload a content like this. Give your comments down below, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Stay awesome while I see you pretty soon. Peace out.